Which brings us to what I think is the most surprising part of this analysis. We assume that if you stay in school, you get the degree, you get the license, become a lawyer or an accountant, you're safe. You're on the top floor.
You would think so. But this is where market structure gets really, really interesting. Turns out safe depends heavily on who your customer is.
Let's look at the lawyers versus accountants comparison. This blew my mind. On the left, we have lawyers. The source identifies this as a B2C market, business to consumer, with low barriers to entry.
Yeah, think about it. If you pass the bar exam, what do you need to start a law firm? A laptop and a website. You can hang a digital shingle and start Smith Family Law tomorrow.
And because AI makes it incredibly easy to draft contracts or write wills or do research,
Every lawyer becomes 10 times more productive. But since it's so easy to start a firm, everyone does it. The supply of legal services just explodes.
the visual shows a muddy marketplace with signs everywhere, wills for $50, instant contracts, cheaper than AI. The source calls it a wage race to the bottom.
Exactly. In a fragmented market like law, AI just increases competition. You might be working, but you're fighting for scraps because the value of your output has plummeted.
But then look at the accountants on the right. This is a B2B market dominated by the Big Four. It's a fortress.
A completely different dynamic. You don't hire a random guy to audit a Fortune 500 company. You hire Deloitte or PwC. It's an oligopoly.
So what happens when AI makes the Big Four, say, 50% more efficient?
They don't lower their prices. They capture the value. They keep the fees exactly the same, but they use fewer people to do the work.
The visual shows a gate with a sign, hiring freeze, and a crowd of fresh graduates standing outside, locked out. It's not a race to the bottom, it's a wall.
That's the wall of unemployment. In a consolidated industry, AI just stops the hiring pipeline. The partners at the top make a fortune, but the entry-level associates, they just never get the job offer.